morning, Year 3. Today for our maths lesson we are going to be looking at equal groups. So on the board here you can see that it says to identify the equal groups. We need to look at all three of these groups and decide which ones are equal. You can have a go straight away by yourself if you feel really confident. However, if you're not that confident, then keep listening and we'll go through it together. So let's have a look. In this group here, I've got 5. In this group here, I've got 5. And in this group here, I have got 5. So I can see that A has got 3 equal groups because in each group there is the same amount. Let's have a look at B now. B has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the first group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the next group, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the last group. That's not showing equal groups because not all 3 groups have got the same amount in. Let's have a look at C then. C has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the first group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's not equal because already they haven't got the same amount in each group. So to put things or objects into equal groups, it means that each group needs to have the same amount in. Like you can see here, the 2 muffins. On this muffin tray, there is exactly the same amount as on the other muffin tray. So we know that they are equal groups. Why don't you practice saying that at home? To put things or objects into equal groups means that in each group there needs to be the same amount. Okay, let's have a go at these then. There are equal groups of So let's have a look in each of our groups. I've got 4 tennis balls, the number 4 written in words, 2 plus 2, which we know equals 4, the number 4 on its own, 4 squares, and 4 ice creams. Let's see how many groups I've got now. 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, 4 group, 5 group, 6 group. Okay, so there are 6 equal groups of 4. I know they're all equal because each group has got 4 inside of it. I want you to have a little go now. This is where you can pause the video and I would like you to draw 8 equal groups of 3 dots. So here you've got your 8 groups, and remember they have to be equal, which means they all need 3 dots in. When you've done that task, unpause the video and then you can carry on listening. So we've got a problem here. Mrs. Horner asks Isa to sort 24 rulers into equal groups. He sorts them into the groups below. 6 rulers, 6 rulers, 7 rulers and 5 rulers. They're not equal because they don't all have the same amount in them. So your task now is to pause the video again and explain and correct his mistake. When you have done that, unpause the video and then we can continue. Now that you've had a chance to do that, let's just check that you all have got a really good understanding of equal groups. So in order for them all to be equal, they all needed to say 6 in. Here he has put 7 and 5, and that's not equal. So he needed to make sure that he was counting carefully in all of his groups to make sure they were equal. So now on your screen, it says, how would I represent 3 equal groups of 4? I know that I need 3 equal groups, so 3 groups, and in each group there needs to be 4. So that's one group of 4. I'm going to move it over and do my next group of 4. Making sure that they're equal, so I can see that both of my 2 groups have got the same amount in at the moment. And let's do my last group. 1 group of 4, 2 group of 4, 3 groups of 4. They are all equal. They have got exactly the same amount in them. So we're going to turn this into a bit of a story. For example, in the playground, outside in school, there was one group of 4 children. They decided to go and play with another 4 children. So then there were 2 groups of 4 children. And both of those groups then went to find another 4 children to play with. So then 3 groups of children all played together, which means that there were 12 children all together. The 3 represents how many groups I've got, and the 4 represents how many is in each group. If you're feeling confident, you could have a go at this one yourself. However, I'm going to talk through it just in case some of you are still a little bit stuck. So, how would I represent 6 equal groups of 2? So, as you can see on my screen, I have got one group of 2 here, 2 little ducks. So, that's one of my groups. But then, those 2 little ducks, well, they met another 2 little ducks. And then all of those ducks met another 2. And then they met another 2. And another 2. And finally, one last 2. So, I can see that I've got lots of groups of 2. 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, 4 group, 5 group, 6 groups of 2. So altogether, there were 12 little ducks. The 6 represents how many groups I've got, and the 2 represents how many I have got in each group. This time, I want you to look really carefully. I need to make 3 equal groups of 5, so that means 3 groups, each with 5 in. That's 1 group, 2 groups, and let's move those along so that you can see all of my groups. There we are. I should just be about able to see them all now. So I have got 3 groups of 5, which equals 15. I can see that. What do you notice now though? If I make 5 equal groups of 3, I'm going to use the same counters. Let's see what you notice. So 5 groups this time, but each group needs 3 in. Oh, 5 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 3 in. They've all got 3 in. What do you notice? 3 equal groups of 5 meant I had 15 counters. 5 equal groups of 3 also gives me 15 counters altogether. Well done if you were able to spot that. Now it's time for you to pause the video again, and I want you to have a go at drawing 4 equal groups of 5. That's 4 groups with 5 things in, 7 equal groups of 3, and 10 equal groups of 4. When you've done those, then you can unpause the video and we can carry on. So, on the screen here, I have got 4 equal groups of 5, but I've got them in 3 different ways. I've got them in an array. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different groups, and each group has got 5 in. I've got it as a bar model. I have got my whole, but I've got 4 groups here, and each group has got the number 5 in. And I also got it in a part whole model. Here with the whole, here is where the whole would go, and then around the whole are all the different parts, but each part is worth 5. So we're going to do this one now. 4 equal groups of 8. We're going to do it as an array, a bar model, and a part whole model, just like we just had a look at. Okay, we're going to do it as an array first. So it's 4 equal groups of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my second group. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my third group, but I need 4 groups, so one more to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as you can see, I have got 4 groups and each one has got 8 in. The next one we're going to do is a bar model. So 4 groups again, and each one needs 8. So one group with 8 in, another group with 8 in, another group with 8 in, but remember I need 4 groups, so I need to draw one more in with 8 and then show that all together that would be my whole. And finally I'm going to draw my part whole model. So I've got my whole at the top, but I need 4 equal parts that all have got 8 in. 8, 8, 8, and 8. 4 parts, all with 8 in. Okay, if you're at home, this is your last step to do. If you're in school, we've got a couple more steps to do. So you're going to draw an array, a bar model, and a part whole to show 4 equal groups of 5, 7 equal groups of 3, and 10 equal groups of 4. There are the pictures at the bottom to help you, and remember you can go back in the video if you need to. If you're in school, when we've done that bit, we're going to go and do our maths independent practice, which is shown on the screen now, and then in a moment you will do that on your sheet.